The thing that keeps you stuck isn't what people think of you. It's what you imagine they think. And if you're a leader or a change maker, someone who carries a lot, this one is expensive because you're not just doing the work, you're doing the work and you're managing an invisible audience in your head. Thank you if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast or on YouTube. Follow the show, it helps more people to find this weekly pause. Thank you so much for being part of the community. Welcome to Your Amazing, your space to pause, to calm down, reconnect to your roots, awaken your spirit, and see what truly matters. This podcast is called You're Amazing for a reason. You are naturally creative, resourceful, and whole. Nothing's missing. You are not broken. And one of my core coaching stances is nobody gets to be wrong. When something comes up, we don't judge. We get curious. We try to understand it. Hi, I'm Jorma, a coactive coach, building my own practice, and I've worked in corporate for more than 20 years. And today, we are talking about the fear of what people might think and how to stop living inside imagined opinions so you can show up with freedom. Let's dive right in. When I started this podcast last year, I had a simple plan: record, publish, and learn, and do it again. But what happened was I delayed, and I delayed, and I delayed. Because in my head it wasn't about quality anymore. It was about judgment. And I kept thinking, what will people think when they see the podcast? Is it good enough? Will someone cringe? Will anybody listen? And so I pushed the date for weeks and weeks, and I prepared again and again. And it was not because I wanted excellence. It was because I was searching for safety. And here's the stance that helped me. Nobody gets to be wrong. That fear wasn't stupid. It was trying to protect me. So instead of fighting it, I asked myself, what is in this fear trying to protect? Usually it's trying to protect belonging, reputation, safety, or identity. But protection can become a prison. And here's the reframe. Your problem isn't people's opinion. Your problem is the opinion you invented for them. You're living inside a story you wrote. And then you're reacting to it like it is real. And the brutal truth is, most people are busy thinking about themselves. They don't even care about you or what you're doing. And I had another moment when I started to reach out to people in my network, friends, family, former colleagues, telling them I'm a coach building my own practice and asking if they know someone who might benefit from it. And that was awkward because this story in my head was very loud. They'll think I'm selling something to them. They maybe will think that I'm desperate, reaching out. And maybe they don't even want to respond. And they will judge me. And again, nobody gets to be wrong. So I ask myself, what is this fear protecting? It was protecting my image. I was trying to prevent discomfort. I had to leave my comfort zone. And that means learning. And that's happening when you try out new stuff. But then I realized something very simple. If they don't know, nobody will know. If I don't show up as the coach, I can't serve. And for me, coaching is service. So I wrote these messages. And yes, Not everyone responded, but the world didn't collapse. And the responses I did get were often warmer than I expected. And that's the pattern. Imagination is usually harsher than reality is. And then there's LinkedIn and posting on LinkedIn. I know a lot of you listening have the thought of posting something on LinkedIn and posting openly. For me, I'm coaching and I'm onboarding new clients. I'm building this. This is still edgy for me sometimes because corporate conditioning is real. Don't be too visible. Don't be too much. Don't make it around you. Don't be vulnerable. And then the thought comes back. What will they think if they read it? And the key shift for me is this. I'm not here to be liked by everyone. I'm here to be useful. I'm here to contribute. I am here to do the work I believe in. And freedom for me isn't nobody dislikes me. Freedom means I can tolerate being misunderstood and do it anyway. Okay, let's do one pause together. Before we start, bring one real situation to mind right now where you're holding back because of what you imagine people might think. A message you're not sending, a boundary you're not setting, a post you're not publishing, or a conversation that you are avoiding. So let's name it. Take one slow breath. What do I imagine they think about me in that situation? And ask yourself, what evidence do I actually have today, in this specific moment? Because remember, nobody gets to be wrong. And try to ask your fear, what are you trying to protect right now? So you can ask yourself now, what matters more than being liked here? Is it service, integrity, freedom, or contribution, for example? What is one small step I'll take in the next 24 hours, even if I'm misunderstood? Take one more breath. And say quietly, I release imagined opinions, and I choose my next true step. And that's the pause. And this is my inquiry for your next week. Ask yourself the question, what will I do this week, even if I'm misunderstood? And before you go, if this pause helped you, subscribe or follow so you can come back next time. I see you in the next pause, because sometimes you're more than you think. You're amazing. Bye, Jorma.